test run. I'm going to plant oats on this. This is the Modern American Farming map. I'm using the ZZ Map Fruit mod. Oats is not incorporated into this seeder, but with that mod, I'm going to go ahead and plant oats. As you can see, the HUD shows up, which normally, if it's not incorporated in the XML, it won't show up as a fruit that you can plant. I'm also using the damage mod. As you can see, I've already got 2% damage on the air cart, and that was due to it coming in game. It's kind of light, even though the XML or the mass shows it's accurate. It's a little bit light and kind of flies down, so it lands a little bit hard when you buy it. Now I just started a fresh game on this map, so I got to run up here to one of my more difficult fields and do some planting. That was a little bit of a nice brush right there. They milk truck was right down the center of the lane. See if I took any damage on that. Oh, of course I didn't take any damage on that. Even though they didn't graze me. We're going to go up there to field 21 and plant some oats. Because it's a pretty hilly little field up there. I've already done some testing on the stock map, so now I'm doing testing on this with the map groups. Make sure everything's okay with that. So I'll go ahead and run on up here to the corner and go to 21, get it bought, and start doing some work, and then I'll come back in. Okay, here I am at the beginning of the field. As you can see, I've got oats selected. Just go through O and watch your HUDs. So you can plant soybeans, you can plant oats, soybeans again, and I'm going to plant oats. Okay, now you turn on B to start it up. Then you push G to bring up your Anhydrouse tank. See down here at the bottom here where you switch tools from one to the last one in line. Push B to turn that on. And now you just push 1 and you start off. And there you go, you're seeding oats. And we're spraying fertilizer all at the same time. Okay, now there's not a selectable tool willow on this tractor. So if you have a mod that needs to be on the main component in order to work, the main tool, and you don't have a selectable tool willow, you can disconnect your #1 tool, activate that tool, what you need, like I just had to activate my mirrors, and then connect back up to that tool. Then make sure you turn it back on and check to make sure your type description is on, and now you can proceed. go ahead and I'll run these headlamps and whatnot, and then do a demonstration of how the hired worker works. Okay, here I am, I'm back. I'm on the point headlamp, and I've already did this point up here. So when I got down to the end down there, I just went ahead and kicked it on hired. And this is how it does on hired worker when it turns around. It may not stop at the right point because the partial headlamp there will see. Yep, put a little bit too far. Here we are back together right now, and we'll show you how this turns around with single, not triple or double seaters. We're using hired workers or hired tools. As you can see, I've adjusted the physics a bit, the downforce and center of mass, but it's a little bit more stable. Okay, but still it's not perfect because it's just too tight. Now when I get down here to the other end, I will show you what really needs to be done with the hired worker AI Lua. And it's over my head. I don't know how to do it. So I'll show you the proper way the hired worker should make the turn to come back into its mark. And it would eliminate all that shakiness and wobbliness altogether. Okay, here we are back here together into the field. And what I'll do is I'll run this right up to the point where hired worker stops, and then I'll take over. Okay. Now what the hired worker needs to do at this point is turn this way. And then turn back. If I had a bigger headlamp there, it would have actually came out right. But technically what I would need to do is have a larger headlamp, like a 2-pass. The hydrant is still on. Actually, it would look like this. Come up to the point, and it would stop, okay, and I'd turn this way, and come around like this, nice and smooth, and come right back into my mark. That'd be the proper way to do the turn. So the way I would do it, until that happens, is I'd do it this way. I'd use hireable tools and put it on 2 passes. Okay? Even though you only have one machine, put on 2 passes. And in that way, you've got it covered. Now it looks to me like I'm out of Anhydrouse. So I need to go get my truck and fill up my Anhydrouse tank. So I'll shut this off for a minute, and I'll go grab the Anhydrouse tank and fill it up. Here's my fertilizer truck. gets down the other end, you would know it's going to miss a place. Just like the regular shaders on hired worker, you don't consume fuel or seed, or fertilizer or seed. And you can see like the capacity stays the same, but my hired worker cost goes up. As you can see, my money is going down. So it's been taken out by your hired worker cost, your expenses, the fertilizer and seed that you're using. So effectively you can run hired worker all the way down and skip places. So when you get to the end, just turn him around and hit the other places on the way back, and you're all good. You'll see when you get down here in the turnaround just what I mean by how much smoother it is, and you don't get that wobble that you do when you have the single come back on the same pass next to you. And of course, I love my HUD hiders. Yeah, it comes out much smoother there. And there you just stay. And next time around, you get down the end of the field, you come back and you do the other pass again, and you're all done. Well, I hope you like the modifications and how things are and the tutorial. And enjoy. Happy FS13.